It's been since 2012 that Pickerington North has appeared in a regional final game, and to get here, they've had to knock off their backyard rival in Pick Central and block a late field goal attempt to preserve a victory. Olentangy Liberty, after 2 easy wins in the postseason, needed a late fourth quarter drive to defeat Upper Arlington last week to reach its 6th regional final in the past 9 seasons. A berth in this year's Division I Final Four is on the line next on Spectrum News 1.
Come your way from historic Crew Stadium in downtown Columbus for our OHSAA Game of the Week on Spectrum News 1. Tonight, it's a matchup, Division I, Region 3, and our final, it's Liberty and Pickerington North. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner tonight, Chris Wallace, this is Todd Bell. We are so excited to be here with you tonight. Chris, 2 great teams that are going to square off here in this final this evening.
Yeah, Todd, 2 phenomenal programs. Both teams hang their hat on their tough defense, and they're both physical and fast on offense. Should be a great night tonight.
All right, let's look at our bracket in this region. Let's see how these 2 teams got here. You see the matchup between Liberty and Pickerington North with the wins last week. The winner of this will take on the winner of Mentor and Lakewood St. Ed's. All right, let's dive into our 2 teams, and we're going to start with Pickerington North. Nate Hillerich has got his team into a regional final for the first time since 2012. 31 takeaways by his defense. Why is it so special? What do they do?
Well, the Panthers, they hang their hat on their 4-man front, which is a 6-man box, and they like to take away the opponent's run game, make them one-dimensional, and then get after the quarterback. So offensively, they do a great job as well getting their playmakers the ball.
All right, and our stars to watch, which are brought to you by Roosters, a fun, casual joint. Preston Bowman, a dynamic wide receiver. We saw him a little more in the run game, though, last week.
Yeah, the University of Kentucky commit makes big explosive plays downfield. He stretches the defense by pulling defenders out of the box to help guard him, which opens up the run game. And Coach Nate Hillerich said he's going to dance with the guys that brought him here, and one of those guys is Preston Bowen.
All right, for Olentangy Liberty, 4 weeks ago, Chris, all 4 Olentangy schools were in the playoffs and sitting at 8-2. There's one left standing, and it's Liberty. They hope the whole community is behind them.
Yeah, I spoke to Coach Sansbury earlier this week, and he said the energy from the community is high, a lot of support. But the last time they were here, Coach Sansbury said he felt the program was just happy to be here. And this time their approach is much more focused on getting the job done and moving on to the next round.
And our Roosters star to watch for Liberty, Jake Struck, another guy that you've got to keep your eye on because he can line up everywhere on the field.
Yes, and the Patriots look to him early and often and try to get him the ball early in the game. And the All-American lacrosse player, he can do it all. And when the QB extends plays, look for him to find Struck to make big plays down the field. But tonight also, look for number 21 to be featured heavily in the backfield.
All right, should be a fun matchup. Last year's regional final between UA and Bradley went double overtime, Chris. Can we do that again tonight?
Let's do it.
All right, snuggle up to your warmest and fuzziest blanket. We got a fun one for you tonight from historic Crew Stadium. We'll kick it off next here on Spectrum News 1. Pickerington North Panthers making their way out onto the field tonight, the number 7 seed, as they get set to take on the Liberty Patriots, the number 1 seed. Region 3 here in Division I. Our championship game comes your way from historic Crew Stadium. Our weather is presented by Green & Sons Farm and Lawn Equipment. Not exactly ideal, pretty windy. Misty rain, 42 degrees, not a great night, but these 2 teams are ready to go here this evening. Our keys to the game are brought to you by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers, where you'll find more all-wheel drive and electrified choices than anywhere else. Toyota, let's go places. Chris?
Well, for Pick North, offensively, they want to get the ball to their playmakers. All year long, they've done a great job of being creative, finding creative ways to get them the ball. They're going to need to continue to do that tonight. And defensively, it's real simple. Do what they do. Stop the run, make Liberty one-dimensional, force them in a passing game, and let the DBs and their turnovers take over. For Olentangy Liberty, we want to run the ball. And then who's next? Who's the next guy that's going to be able to make a play other than their normal playmakers? And then defensively, get off the field on 3rd down and get the ball back and manage the clock and win the time battle.
Pick North's going to start the game with a football on the kick return. Emmy Lewis works his way shy of the 25-yard line. And that is where we'll see the Panthers of Pickerington North come out onto the field for the first time. Great quarterback, just a junior, Jaron Mock, second-team All-Central District performer. Chris, this guy can really throw the football. 2,300 yards on the season. What do you like out of this youngster at quarterback?
Well, I love how he keeps his team in good positions to make plays, and he gets the ball around to everybody, to the playmakers, and making sure that they get the ball in space and allow them to do what they do.
He's a University of Wisconsin commit already as a junior. First and 10 for the Panthers from the 25-yard line. And on first down, Preston Bowman, the wide receiver, as we talked about in our open, going to line up all over the place. He'll have the first carry of the game, and he'll work his way over the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of over 5 on first down. As you look at this Pickerington North offense, pretty balanced on the ground, 173 yards per game, 189 through the air. Chris, 362 in total offense and almost 34 points per game. And they can do it in a variety of ways. They're going to have to adjust whatever Liberty's given them.
Yeah, very explosive. You see them coming out here in a spread formation now, multiple formations, just ran the quarterback off.
And the ball's on the ground. Quarterback Mock picked it up, and he's immediately dropped behind the line of scrimmage by Ryan Schapker. Senior defensive end will make the play, and it'll be third down and long for the Panthers.
We talked about this, just me and you having conversation about handling the quarterback center exchange, but this was just a mesh. Yeah, this was a mesh point with the quarterback and receiver.
There's Jaron Mock. Last week, in reviewing the film of their game against Berlin, the center snap by Miles Wilson, it was high, it was low, it was kind of all over the place. That was a perfect snap, mishandled by Mock. All the way back to the 18-yard line. They'll just flip it out here to Bowman. Going to try and make something out of it. And he's going to pick up a first down. How about that? On third down and forever, they get it to the playmaker, Chris, and Bowman has him a first down.
Yeah, he's going to dance with the guys that brought him here. Got him in space. He's probably going to get a lot of soft coverage because he's explosive. And as you see now, them lining up, soft coverage, catch, make them miss, and get upfield, get north and south. That's a big-time play right there.
So it'll be first down from the 40-yard line for the Panthers as they save themselves, and Michael Taylor will get his first carry, and he'll be stuck behind the line of scrimmage, fought his way back, probably going to be a loss of a yard. Now, this defense for Olentangy Liberty, they are and these linebackers, we've seen them now 3 times in the last 4 weeks, and this quartet of linebackers are outstanding. They'll take the ball away. They're giving up only 12 points per game, and they are aggressive on defense.
I've told you from the first time I saw them, I remember them. They'll sit here and fill you out the first couple drives, but then they make great adjustments, so I'm looking forward to see how this thing pans out.
Second down and long. Mock to the air, over the middle, in a little traffic. Over the head of Preston Bowman. Also sliding in front was Emmy Lewis. And it'll be third down. I'm not sure if that was 2 receivers ending up in the same spot, but either way, Mock's lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, it looks like the receiver close to here on the bottom have kind of drifted to the hash. Should have been on 4 verticals. You want to keep all your verticals on the numbers in the hash. Look like they just kind of went to the ball there.
So third down and 11.
They're bringing 4 here.
Mock. Good strong throw. Hampton will make the catch, but well shy of the line to gain. Had to get to the 50 for a first down. And he'll be 3 yards short. And it'll be fourth down and 3. I can't imagine Coach Hillerich would gamble here this early in the game on the minus side of the 50-yard line.
I don't see anybody moving on the sideline. Here they come.
He waited.
Yeah, he held out.
And so the punting unit will come out onto the field. And what's interesting is Bowman, who is the wide receiver now slash Wildcat running back, if you will. He is also their punter. And a couple of weeks ago against Pick Central, he did one of those rugby-style punts, and he took off and picked him up a big first down. But this time he'll just send it downfield towards Jake Struck. And he will let that one come to a stop at the 15-yard line. And that is where we will see Liberty take over.
Got a flag.
Some whistles coming after the play. We'll let them sort this out first.
like it's on Pick North.
Joe Volpio is our head referee, and they are still sorting this out here to see exactly.
It's going to make them kick it again.
Yeah, not a bad. Well, now the defense is coming out for Pick North, but the special teams for Olentangy. Pick North's got too many guys on the field right now.
Just
How about
a bit.
that?
just a couple.
Got about 25 guys on the field.
They're like, hey, get off. It's our turn still.
So the defense, which was coming onto the field way to the left, they're now coming off.
They're itching. They're itching to get out there now. I know.
There's Coach Hillerich. 8th season at Pick North, 66-27 is his record. As you said, Chris, they will make him punt it again. They haven't marked off the infraction yet. Now they will. So it's going to bring it back to the 42-yard line. Remember, the line of scrimmage for Liberty would have been the 15. So Bowman, there's Jake Struck, averaging 16 yards a return. He's got a 77-yard punt return for a touchdown this year. Bit of a high snap, handled well by Bowman. Not as good of a punt this time. Struck will work his way through the traffic. It'll fail catch at the 32-yard line. That is a 17-yard difference in field position based on that penalty. So with 8:25 to go, Andrew Leonard and the Liberty offense will come out onto the field for the first time. And again, he's kind of a quarterback. He's going to take what the defense gives you because he can use his legs, and he's got such a strong throwing arm too.
Yeah, we had him last week, and he seemed like he pressed a little bit and held on to that ball, but when they needed him, he was able to catch that ball from the snap and get rid of it and drive that team down the field for the win.
18-28 last week, 217 yards and 2 scores. He threw his only interception of the postseason last week. First down from the 32-yard line for the Patriots, and on first down they will hand it off, and Jake Struck is the running back, and he's being spun around like he was in a car wash right there, and the Panthers finally were able to bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. This Liberty Patriot offense, 152 on the ground, 200 through the air, 352 overall. They've scored 56 touchdowns this year, averaging 30 points per ball game. And already we're seeing Jake Struck's going to start out in the backfield here tonight. Chris, do you expect to see him more there this evening?
Yes, that was the plan. But if they keep getting stuff like that, I know he's going to switch that up and move him out right away.
And they'll go 2 wide receivers and an empty backfield to either side with this empty backfield. That is Christian Moulton going in motion on what is second down and 10 yards to go. Leonard steps up over here to the near side, and a miscommunication between Ben Godwin, the intended receiver. He kept heading down the sideline. Tyson Long, a very talented defensive back, was over there on the coverage, so it'll be third down coming up now for Liberty.
Yeah, I think Leonard wanted Godwin to shut that down because it was such soft coverage. He wanted to kind of throw it at his back shoulder. Might have got away from him a little bit. It's spitting out here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's spitting out here.
Yeah,
for our viewers.
One of these ones where you have to kind of look up into the lights to be able to see the effects of the rain. So third down for Liberty on their opening possession. Struck will vacate the backfield. Leonard over the middle. Struck, sure-handed catch. Got out of a tackle. Long is trying to track him down from behind. Struck inside the 10, finally collared out of bounds. The playmaking ability of Jake Struck, and Liberty will have first and goal.
Mama, there goes that man. Down the hash. Sees him down the hash, in between, took a big hit, able to keep his feet, and it's a foot race. Gets it into the scoring zone. Big time catch. Got somebody down right now. I think that's the same person that took the hit right there.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, was that Malachi Irvin right there?
Yeah, we'll have to wait to see when the training staff surrounding the injured player back near midfield. But you're right, it was where the hit occurred on Jake Struck. I mean, this is some kind of athlete Second team All-Central District performer this year. 781 receiving yards, 585 rushing yards this year, a combined 23 touchdowns. That's just what he does on the football field. He's already going to Ohio State to play lacrosse next year, and he's one of the best hockey players in Central Ohio. He absolutely obliterated the Olentangy Liberty hockey scoring records during his junior year last year. He still has this year to add on. And, I mean, he's just an all-around amazing athlete, number 21 right there. And a guy that you had a little relationship with his dad, right?
Yeah, he showed me the ropes at the University of Toledo. We played football together. His father, Lee Struck, very good guy. Really showed me how to navigate through the University of Toledo as a young freshman. And that's imperative for kids going to school. You got to latch on to somebody older that can mentor you and show you the way, and he's done a great job. He did a great job with that.
All right, with the injured player for Pick North, let's take a timeout with 7:15 to play here in the first quarter. Ryan Miller was the injured Pick North player. He came off the field under his own power with assistance, and so we were ready to resume play now. Coach Sansbury's Olentangy Liberty group. Little time here after the 62-yard pass play down to the 6-yard line. Chris, now they got to figure out a way to get it into the end zone against a real tough defense.
Yeah, it's stout. But it looks like they're saying mano y mano here. It's all in the box.
Jake Struck will take the direct snap, tries to go left inside the 5. Forward progress down to the 3. And so Jake Struck, this is where he can be so dangerous in the run game. 86 rushes, 585 yards, almost 7 yards a carry, Chris, and 9 rushing touchdowns. He's got a sense of where that goal line is once he gets down here.
Yeah, he smells the end zone. But they're going to really have to smell it here because Pick North is very stout in the box. This is what they're known for, stopping the run.
And again, it'll be Struck taking the direct snap. Surveys to his right. He's in. Touchdown, Liberty. The Patriots will strike first here tonight with just over 6.5 minutes to play in the first quarter.
And that's huge for Liberty to get a rushing touchdown right there against a very stout defense. But it happened all the way from a big play down the seam, big catch in between 2 defenders, break the tackle, gets down to the 5, and then they give it to the big guy to finish it off for a 6-0 lead.
Point after coming up by Sean Hendricks. Left-footed kicker. Tyler Thornton does the holding. And Liberty leads it 7-0. And after that 62-yard pass reception on 3rd and long, Jake Struck will take the direct snap and do it himself.
And there's the run, finds a hole, gets north and south. That's what we need to see. See the big fella getting north and south. Don't pat those feet and go side to side and get in the end zone.
Keegan McBride pulled on that play, threw a great block. You know who else threw a great block? Linebacker Cameron Cole, who had snuck into the backfield leading the way as well. And a well-designed play by Liberty to jump out here by the score of 7-0. So Olentangy Liberty scores first, and they get in front. And, man, is that huge for Liberty to play with the lead here tonight with their style of play.
Absolutely. And it's not too good for the other team with Pick North. We talked about that. Liberty wanted to jump out and kind of tighten up the big play and the loose play of Pick North, and that's what's happening right now. So the offense is definitely going to have to come out here and have a big drive to get the team's energy back up over here.
Carson O'Maro is their kicker when it comes to the kickoffs. Coming into tonight's 69 kickoffs, 17 touchbacks. His first one was returned by Pick North. And so O'Maro will approach it. And this kick will be fielded at around the 7-yard line. Out over the 20 with a seam. And some room. That is Rich Simpson on the return that time. So Simpson, a nice return. And for the second time, Pick North, pretty good starting field position. All right, opening drive, Pick North. They were buried in a big hole, got out of it, got a first down. But they ended up kind of having some miscues as you see this return here by Simpson. They just got to settle down and play their game right now, trailing here 7-0.
Yep, that's all they got to do. They're going to get the quarterback. Mock's going to get time to get in a rhythm. They're going to play soft coverage, take you some hitches, get your ball to playmakers quick, let them play in space.
So it'll be first down from the 31-yard line for the Panthers of Pick North, and Michael Taylor will get the carry, and he'll pick up 4 on first down. Ryan Schapker, a defensive end, will make the stop. Michael Taylor, 7 100-yard games this year. He'll be closing in on 1,400 rushing yards and 18 touchdowns. He'll be playing his Saturday football in Athens next, well, I guess Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
yeah,
whatever,
you know how the MAC
whatever
goes.
day the MAC plays their football games on. And he's going to be a good one.
Yeah, he's averaging, what, 105 yards a game, something like that.
Mock to the air on second down. Rolls to the near side and just going to try to escape out of bounds. Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. And it'll be third down. Charlie Donahue ran him out of bounds for Liberty.
And this is what Liberty wants. Liberty wants them. This is where they want to get off the field. Make Pick North take away the big play. No easy scores.
Looking into the eyes of the quarterback, Jaron Mock. Third down play.
It's a drag.
He's got Bowman, had to spin around, and he's got the first down. Bangs his way forward near the 48-yard line. And again, Chris, on third down, who do they go to? Preston Bowman, who's averaging 22 yards a catch this season, and another first down for the dynamic Preston Bowman.
Great play call. Offensive coordinator recognized they're dropping 8, rushing 3, so you definitely want to have some over-under type of combination, but they brought their playmaker under. You usually bring somebody else to draw them up, but they're dropping back, and they took care of it.
First and 10 for the Panthers, and Taylor, he'll work his way across midfield. Carter Kuhn will make the tackle, and it'll be second down. Just to go back to Bowman real quick, Chris, 13 catches, 316 yards in the playoffs, so he's actually averaging 24 yards a catch in the playoffs. And we saw him take one to the house 2 weeks ago against Pick Central, where he just caught a little slant over the middle, and it was all over.
Yeah, Kentucky's licking their chops right now. Can't wait to get him.
He was the Buckeye Division of the OCC Player of the Year and a first-team All-Central District performer here in 2024. Gain of 4 on the run, second down. Another good pocket here for Jaron Mock. Going to have to step up. Penalty marker comes flying in. Mock has a first down run to the 39-yard line. And let's see what this penalty is going to be.
Looks like in the area of holding.
So that'll negate a first down run. And so the holding penalty will back the football up to the 40-yard line. Coach Hillerich marching up and down the sidelines. Well, his team got out of a third and over 20 on their opening possession. And now they're looking at a second down at about 16 here with the football back near the 41-yard line. This time Taylor will vacate the backfield. Mock went to go quarterback draw, and his knee did touch down. Took the referee a moment to determine whether or not he saw that knee hit the ground, and it did, back at the 36-yard line, and they're going to lose 5 on the play. And that's where this misty rain tonight on this turf, Chris, can just be a little slippery. Does the right knee go down?
No. No.
Tough to tell.
It did not. It's a bang-bang call for the referee.
It's tough. So it'll be third down and 21 now.
Say Mock average is 24 yards a catch.
They'll keep it safe with Taylor on the ground, and he'll work his way out to the 38-yard line, and Lincoln Gardner will make the stop. Winner of this will take on the winner of that game, St. Ed's and Mentor, and they're already locking horns at the end of the first quarter, or tied at 7. So the punting team will come back out onto the field here for Pick North. And Bowman will be kicking it away here to Struck. And a beauty this time. Struck watches it bounce behind him. It'll hit at the 21, come backwards to around the 23-yard line. So that'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. 7-0 Liberty on top. And they'll have the football for the second time tonight.
Liberty definitely wants to come out here and get a good solid drive. At least give their defense some time to rest at worst. But everybody wants to score when their offense is on the field. So let's see how they come out, if they want to attack or just get the clock running right now.
1st and 10 for Liberty, who knocked off Lancaster, Groveport, and Upper Arlington to get here. First two were easy, 42-7, 27-7. Had to come from behind, score in the last minute of play last week to defeat UA. Here's Struck. They swing it out to him, and Tyson Long right there. He is so good defensively. Another Ohio University commit, and he's in there on the stop. Never got to that defense for Pick North. Here they are. 17 points a game is what they give up. 101 tackles for loss. And you might say, how is that possible? Well, that's a TFL right there. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. And mentioned in the open, 31 takeaways, Chris. They're a plus 17. That is so big for both offense and defense.
Absolutely. Very stout in the box, and that's where a defense starts, right there in the box.
2nd and long now as Moulton goes in motion to make it 3 receivers to the left here for the quarterback, Leonard. On the roll that way. Moulton the catch shy of the 25. He's got a lot of room over the 40. And Long gets him from the shoulder pads. Finally, they'll bring him down and sling him out of bounds at around the 30-yard line. And the second big play of the night, won by Struck. Now this one by Christian Moulton.
Great job by the quarterback and not stopping his feet because they were hot on his trail. Right in the face, makes the dump off to one of his playmakers in space. And there you go. Big Moulton headed down the sideline for a big gain and a 1st down, and the Patriots are on the move.
Quiet last week, 5 catches for 31 yards. That was 49 on that play to Moulton to get to the 30-yard line. And for the second time now, Liberty has gotten into Pickerington North territory. They're going to do a reset of the game clock here. So we'll have a little stoppage of play. And we'll reset things now. And they're going to restart the 25-second clock here as well, as the Patriots will get lined up. See 1:38 now on the clock. From the 30-yard line, it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Patriots. Godwin goes in motion. Struck on the give. Spun around in the hole. Man, is he tough to bring down. 11 and a 1st down for Jake Struck on the ground.
I love it when he gets north and south and doesn't stop his feet in the backfield. Right here, gets it, gets north and south, makes a good little spin move, gets the 1st down. That's what you want out of him, get north and south.
Again, he was quiet on the ground last week, 8 rushes for 20 yards, but in the postseason, 25 carries, 155 yards on the ground. 2 touchdowns coming in, averaging over 6 yards a carry in the playoffs. And again, already a rushing touchdown tonight for Struck to give him this 7-0 lead. 1st down at the 19-yard line for Liberty. Andrew Leonard to the air. He's looking for Moulton in the back of the end zone. Batted away by Long on the last instant reach. And the incompletion will make it 2nd down. Terrific play by Tyson Long.
Yeah, great play by Tyson. 50-50 ball, tried to drop it in there. Great placement by Leonard right there. Just a good play all around. Defense, receiver, ball, good play. And that's what you expect in a regional championship game.
You know, a couple of weeks ago when Pick North lined up against Pick Central, and Sharon White, you'll remember him from Pick Central, the guy who went crazy against Lancaster. I said, how did you quiet this guy earlier in the season? Well, we put Tyson Long on him, is what Coach Hillridge said. So that's his best defender. They'll put Leonard on the run. Struck the catch. Bang to the ground by Tyson Long. It'll be a first down to the 6-yard line.
That's Godwin. Ben Godwin.
Oh,
Boom.
You're right. Godwin with a catch. Long knocked him down, and Godwin says, hey, it's first down, but man, did he take a shot.
Yeah, Leonard is definitely locked in on reading what's going on. They motion struck into trips formation to try to send him into the flats. The corner came off, and he was able to read that corner and throw that ball right there in the seam. Great play.
Godwin had a big week last week against UA in their win. So back to the ground game in a direct snap to Struck, who hurdles his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty, a 6-yard run by Jake Struck.
There he go. Talked about Coach Hillerich saying he's going to dance with the guys that brought him here. So is Coach Sansbury right now. I haven't seen Struck with this many attempts at him getting the ball in the 3 games that we've done.
Sean Hendricks. And it looked like we had some movement there up front.
Dead ball. False start. A slew of players on the kicking team. Replay the try.
All of them. They all moved.
A slew
The
of
whole
players.
slew of players. So they will try the point after from a little deeper now. Colton Wagner, who is a sophomore, has had to take over on the long snapping duties. Bailey Bird was doing it earlier in the year, but he's been banged up a little bit. And this point after, right through the middle. 14-0 Liberty, 2 rushing touchdowns by this guy, Jake Struck.
And great job by Keegan McBride, Adam Warnack, Liam Hayward, Ed Nichols, and Bailey Bird moving that line of scrimmage and creating the avenue for the playmaker, Jake Struck, to get into the pay dirt.
Well, 2 possessions for Pick North, 2 punts. 2 possessions, Liberty, 2 touchdowns. And again, big plays led to the touchdowns. He had the 60-plus yarder to Struck on the first one, the nearly 50-yarder there to Moulton. I mean, they're making big plays here early on.
And it's starting from a 10-yard catch, a 5-yard catch, and those guys are getting the ball in their hands in space and making plays. Pick North, you're up.
But now they're going to need something here offensively, and they need one of their playmakers to make a big play.
Yeah, look for trying to get Taylor going, and maybe even Mock pulling that. Like he slipped, he had something on that quarterback draw. So look for him to try to run the ball with himself and hand that ball off with Taylor on some RPOs.
Lewis this time is a yard deep into the end zone, so the ball will come out to the 20-yard line. This is where I get on my soapbox and say this is another rule that needs to change. College, the ball comes out to the 25. Pros, it can come out to the 30. Why are we making high school drive 80 yards, the furthest distance?
Right.
Why can't the ball come out to the 25 if it goes into the end zone here? Or like you said, allow them to return it if they want to, if they're a yard deep in the end zone.
Yep.
Every once in a while. I haven't done it too much with you, Chris. I've kind of babied you into this where I get on my soapbox and I get all angry and I want rule changes. I've kind of left you out of it.
Come on, man. Don't leave me out of it. Treat me like anybody else up in here.
Some of my, I mean, I'm still just getting to know you. I don't know if you can fend for yourself, or some guys I don't care. I'll just bring them. I'll just bring them along the ride with me. I don't care.
I think I got big boy pants on. I don't know. I think so.
I got at least a couple of layers of pants on tonight. I know that.
Yeah, I think I can fend for myself. I've seen you on your soapbox before we go on air, though.
Yes.
So I'll tell the viewers that. He just sounds nice, guys.
I think we've got a little play clock issue. If I recall, we had the same troubles last year with the play clocks here at Crew Stadium. And so for now, they've turned them off. And so the back judge will be responsible for putting his hand up in the air and giving the quarterback the time that's left on the play clock. So Mock on first down finds Bowman, made the catch, first down over the 30, got out of bounds, maybe short of the 30, and so he did. So he's a yard short. It'll be 2nd down and 1. And boy, there you see the arm strength of Mock, because we were in perfect line of that, and when he let go, I'm thinking, oh, this might get picked.
Yeah.
It got to Bowman in a hurry.
And I think that play side flat defender, when he sees it, he's got to believe. I'm sure that defensive coordinator said, hey, if you see it, believe it. I don't think he was quite sure, but you better be sure with Mock, because if you forget, it's by you.
Over the middle, Bowman, that got deflected, but he still made the catch. Got out of one tackle, and it'll finally be brought down by Tyler Thornton at the 48-yard line. This is tipped at the line, Chris.
Yeah, good RPO, good tip, but a good play also. I mean, this is a regional championship game. The playmakers are making plays, and everybody else is in position to make their play as well. Two great teams going at it.
End of the first quarter, Division I, Region 3. Jake Struck, a huge first quarter for him. A couple of touchdown runs. It's 14-0 Patriots. 14-0 Liberty on top. Brave fans out here in this weather tonight. That's the #1 fan right there. But he had 3 footballs on there with names on them. So is he the #1 fan for all 3 of those players?
I don't know. The guy beside him said, I got 2. He threw 2 up. And maybe he was saying peace.
Love high school athletics. Everybody's having a blast here tonight at historic Crew Stadium. Todd Bell, Chris Wallace, our Spectrum News 1 crew. First play, second quarter, first down. Pick North going for a big one. He's got Bowman, a sliding grab. Yes! He's got it at the 8-yard line.
This guy is exciting. He's exciting. No coverage is safe with Bowman out there. Just the play they needed. Good protection. They brought 4 that time, but he laid a great placement. Way to go get it. That's a big-time receiver.
Preston Bowman gives them first down and goal. Big play out of the Panthers on offense. Mock tried to keep it on the zone read. Bad decision. No gain. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Tackled by a slew of Patriots.
A slew of Patriots. Let's get a look at that defense. There's Bailey Bird. He was an honorable mention all-district performer. 4 sacks, 7 tackles for loss. They are happy to have more of his services back this week.
Yeah.
2nd down and goal. They put 2 in the backfield. And again, it's Shapker this time, meeting Taylor in the backfield. They go all the way back to the 12-yard line. Well, that long play angered these guys in blue.
Yes, and that's what they do. They'll bend, but they don't break. And you got to make a play. They made a play on that big play right there. And then here, they're going to make them earn it. 9
sacks, 10 tackles for loss for Ryan Shapker. Boy, and for Pick North, if they have to settle for a 3-point try here, that would be very disappointing for them after that huge play to Bowman.
Yeah, they want to get this ball in the end zone.
3rd and goal. Quick throw by Mock. That'll be caught to the 5, where it'll be 4th down and goal. Believe it is Grant Williams. It is. Junior receiver with his 4th catch in the postseason. 8th or make it 9th catch this year. They mark it at the 6.
All or nothing.
And the offense for Pickerington North is going to stay on the field. Coach Nate Hillerich maybe going to roll the dice here.
For him to get out of the pocket here.
Timeout, Pickerington North. So they let the play clock start to run down. They looked like they were about ready to snap it, and Coach Hillerich got the first timeout used by the Panthers.
Yeah, this is a big play. This is a big turning point of the game right here.
So one thing I do want to point out, the goalposts here are not high school regulation width. They're the college regulation goalposts, and the ball is on the right hash mark, and that is an incredibly difficult angle. I don't know if that's played any part in it at all for Coach Hilrich, but every time we're here, those goalposts for these high school kids, it's smaller. It's the same for both. But man, from that hash mark, that's got to be tough.
How do they
look where see where the officials are? That's where the ball is.
So how do they get away with that? If they know that, right? Shouldn't they move it in?
Yes.
If they declare
I've always
the kick?
asked that when they have college goalposts, why on kicks don't they move it in X amount of feet?
Yeah.
But they don't. Where's my soapbox? Where'd it go?
It's right here.
Bring it back.
We're hiding it. We're
All right,
taking it
they're
away
going to go
right now.
for it here on 4th down. Same formation.
Bunch formation.
Mock over the middle for Bowman.
Great ball.
Touchdown, Pickerington North.
Great play call. Great route. Awesome ball. Awesome catch. Great execution.
A much needed answer by the Panthers. It started on the first play of the quarter. The long pass to Bowman. He finishes it with the touchdown. Brandon Fowler, a junior place kicker who's only missed 2 all season, bangs that one home to make it 14-7.
Yeah, great bunch route, motioned out, which extended the defense, expanded them, and brought Bowman through the middle. Had to pick your poison right there, and they didn't pick Bowman. And he was wide open for the great execution and pass right there.
For Preston Bowman, his 13th receiving touchdown on the year, 4th in the postseason, and that is touchdown pass number 23 for Jaron Mock. And what's impressive, Chris, is Mock has now thrown 6 touchdowns in 4 postseason games against 0 interceptions.
That's why they're here. That's why they're here. And if you really think about it, on their other drives, they were shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. That drive, they didn't. They got out of their own way. Was able to make some plays, make their big plays count by getting out of their own way. And now we got a ball game.
So it'll be Bowman to kick off. You got to watch these guys a little bit too. Not so much right here because they're going to do the little run up on the ball. But we saw them a couple of weeks ago. Sometimes they do that run up. A couple of weeks ago, Bowman kicked one right off of one of the up men, but they were offside. And the kickoff is away by Bowman, and he booms it into the end zone. And that'll be a touchback. Now, I've been corrected, Chris. I've been told that these are high school goalposts now. So
you were absolutely wrong.
I was absolutely wrong.
It's first
And
time
I'll admit
all year.
I'll admit it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
First time all year.
So the ball will come out to the 20-yard line. And that's where Liberty will take over. And now for Pick North, they've got a little momentum here, right?
Yeah, that's what they needed. They needed to get back in the end zone. The plays are being made. They just had to get out of their own way of making little simple mistakes.
So it'll be first down from the 20-yard line. They'll go empty backfield for quarterback Andrew Leonard. And he'll take the snap. Pressure comes right away. They set up a screen. It's Moulton, and he's out over the 25. Boy, that shows some pretty good arm strength out of the quarterback Andrew Leonard as well, because he had that one not only off his back foot, but fading backwards and got it over the attacking defender and still got it to Moulton somehow.
Yeah, he was after him. They did a little fake to the left, come back right for the jailbreak screen, and they were hot on his trail. He did a great job of getting rid of it and staying with the play.
Got 6 on first down out to the 26-yard line. Godwin goes in motion. Jake Struck on the carry. Able to weave his way through there and got a first down. Boy, I thought Ben Thompson had him dead to rights right at the line of scrimmage. He was able to kind of shed through there and picks up the necessary yardage for a first down to the 31-yard line.
That's a great job of moving the chains. Liberty's getting what they want. They're getting 3 to 4 yards on the run game. They're throwing the ball, getting the ball to their guys, getting them involved on the outside, on the edges, hitting the eligibles. And first down, here we go.
From the 31-yard line, where the Patriots will have the football. Leonard rolls, throws, ball is caught at the 35-yard line, but in the middle of the field, Elijah Durham-Smith for Pickerington North. He was being grasped a little bit.
Yeah.
Come from the left side of your screen here, right there. That allowed Leonard to escape and get struck.
Offense, number 53, 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
And so that'll back him up. Erases about a 6-yard gain. You know what we didn't really get to talk about there on that play was that catch by Struck. His hands are gigantic.
Yes.
We noticed that in that game against Orange back in week 10. And now that one, he just kind of like snatched it and...
He's a man child.
He is. So all the way back to the 21-yard line. Throw, Godwin, 25, slips out of a tackle, and he's ahead to the 31-yard line. So they get the holding yardage back, and so it'll be 2nd down and 10 now. Mentioned Godwin last week on offense. He had 6 catches for 84 yards and a touchdown, but maybe his biggest play of the game, Chris, was on defense when they snuck him in there in the secondary, and he had a red zone interception in the end zone when it looked like Upper Arlington had all the momentum in that game last week.
Yeah, they brought the big man in, knew the fade route was coming, implemented him in the defense, and he came up with a great play.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 31-yard line. To the outside for Moulton. Caught it out of bounds, shy of the 40. And it'll be just short of the first down, so it'll be 3rd down coming up. Again, that's a throw from this hash mark all the way to that boundary. We have 2 quarterbacks who are just putting the ball right on the button tonight.
Yeah, great ball right here. Got a little way from it, but dropped it in there, and I thought he tried to jump for that first down. But he did. He had that toe out. Great call by the referee.
This is a tough job for the officials here tonight. There are a lot of lines on this field, specifically in the back of the end zones. So they've got to really have a keen eye, as we're going to get a timeout used here by Liberty. They've got to have a keen eye of exactly where all of the
Liberty
actual out-of-bounds lines are. So
of the half.
That'll be Liberty's first timeout. You notice it certainly in the end zones area because they've got those soccer goal markings.
Yeah.
And it looks like you can be on the back line of the soccer line and think that that's out of bounds, but it's not. It actually goes a little bit further back.
Yeah, they had those double lines. It wasn't soccer lines, but at Welcome Stadium.
Oh, okay.
They have like a little frame around it.
Yep.
And you saw some refs call some people out of bounds during some crucial playoff games because of that line. So,
Want to watch a replay of tonight's game or any other OHSAA game of the week this season? Make sure you head to SpectrumNews1.com. You can click on an Ohio City, then choose the stream Ohio High School Sports banner on the top of the homepage. Spectrum News 1, SpectrumNews.com is your home for high school sports. The easiest way for us to prepare for these games, go back and rewatch games from the past. 3rd down. Hard count by Leonard Moulton, the wide receiver at the top of the screen, jumped.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. Number 3. 5-yard penalty. Down remains 3.
So both teams couple miscues, but both teams have been able to get out of 3rd and long situations tonight.
Yeah, that was a little uncharacteristic right there for a Liberty team on a 3rd and short. They usually are locked in.
There's Moulton. See at the bottom of the screen, Gino Sakach. He had the game-winning touchdown last week for Liberty. Pressure coming. Leonard got out of it, trying to get it with his legs. He'll be short of the line to gain. He had to get all the way to the 41, and it'll be 4th down and about 3 now for Liberty.
Took a big hit right there. got up slow right there. Got away, and he said, I'm trying to get it, puts his nose in there. Woo!
It's the guy with almost 600 rushing yards this year and 4 rushing touchdowns. And the Panther defense, after scoring for the first time tonight, now get their first defensive stop. And Sakach will come out to punt here for Liberty. And this is another one that you've got to keep an eye on. He'll do that rugby style punt, and sometimes he just takes off. This time he'll punt it, and it's blocked! Caroming all the way towards the goal line. Now it was, he tried to grab it, but he never possessed it. It might be a touchback, and I think it's going to be. It is, it's a touchback. It was Tank Washington tried to pick it up and go into the end zone.
But did he fumble it?
I don't think he ever possessed it. And now the referees are going to get together. Here's our call.
The kick was never recovered by Team R. They went into the end zone, became dead by rule safety.
It's a safety. So he didn't possess it, and it went back through the end zone, so it becomes a safety. And we saw last week with Sakach, remember, he ended up keeping one and ended up getting stopped for a 4th down. This one, it's blocked back through the end zone by Washington, and a 2-pointer will make it 14-9. Stay with us. Ski goggles, the theme tonight for the Liberty students here this evening. Their team jumped out to a 14-0 lead, but a strong drive by Pick North, and then their special teams coming through for the 3rd straight week. 2 weeks ago, Tyson Long ended up blocking a field goal try by Pick Central. Amari Miller returned it for a touchdown. Last week, they blocked the game-tying field goal try by Berlin with just over 2 minutes to go. And tonight they block a punt that turns into a safety. We'll take a look at it after this kickoff on the free kick by Carson O'Maro.
Better be ready to tackle here.
And they'll run up on it. This is Simpson, and he got over midfield and looked like he was headed for the distance.
Yeah.
In fact, that was Michael Taylor on the return, I beg your pardon. So, Pick North now with a lot of momentum coming off of this play.
Got to punt, got to get rid of it. And see, looks like you kind of have possession, but that's a bang-bang call.
Yeah.
We're looking at it in slow-mo.
Yeah, but blocked by Washington. Well, he kind of stepped on the pylon just as he grabbed the ball, too. There's a lot going on there for our crew. And they rule a safety. And so the free kick, and now Pickerington North will take over at the Liberty 48-yard line and mock to the air. Pressured, and he tries to throw it out of bounds, and he does. And let's see if they discuss this one or not. So now the referees are going to get together. There was not a white shirt anywhere near that. Certainly wasn't out of the tackle box.
The quarterback was ruled to be outside of the tackle box, and the ball crossed the previous spot. 2nd down.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Got a lot of weird stuff going on in this one all of a sudden, Chris.
Yeah. There's some stuff that's leaving me a little speechless here. Trying to catch up.
Keep giving you the scores from the other Division I regional finals. The bottom of our screen here tonight. You can keep up with those games as the short run here by Taylor. And it'll be 3rd down and long. This region matches up with Region 1, which has Menor and St. Edward playing each other. Wayne and Centerville, that's one that you're really familiar with, Chris, being in your area. I believe it's the 70th time those two teams have played. And then Moeller and St. X, not a whole lot to say about that one either. Down in Mason tonight. There's some great regional final matchups. 3rd down and 9. They'll need the 38-yard line here for a first down.
Man-to-man coverage.
And over the middle for Bowman, and a rare drop by Bowman coming across the middle. Antonio Kish was the nearest defender, and it'll be 4th down and 9. It appears Pickerington North will bring the punting unit onto the field.
Good job. Tried to put it in that hole right there. Just couldn't execute it. Dropped into the hole.
Charlie Donahue, number 9, getting the pressure.
Yeah, good effort. Good effort by Bowman right there to try to get it. Uh-oh.
That one bounces to Bowman, but look at his poise. And now the kick will roll into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback coming back to the 20-yard line. And Pick North will take that result based off of that snap. But
that's what you do, get rid of it.
That's why having such a talented player like Bowman back there, he looked up, didn't see any pressure, just got rid of the football.
Here we go, 14-9.
On Saturday, the 5th-ranked Indiana Hoosiers will put their undefeated season on the line against 2nd-ranked Ohio State. Following the game around 3:30, you can join Andy Basket and Antonio Pittman for the post-game report as they'll break down the matchup and check in on Ryan Day's press conference. That's the post-game report on Spectrum News 1 and the Spectrum News app.
That's a big one tomorrow.
Very big, just very close to where we are right now with the horseshoe.
You want to just stay?
Yeah, I'm all in. From the 20, first down for Liberty, leading it 14-9. Leonard didn't have what he wanted on one side. Floats it, and off the defender. Tank Washington had an interception right in his hands and couldn't hang on.
He's going to want that one back.
A rare misthrow here by Leonard.
Tries to throw it over the top. That's a tough throw right there.
I mean, Jake Struck was in disbelief. Look at him. Yeah. Then he almost had a chance to catch it.
Leonard's like,
what are you throwing it over here for?
Yeah, well, you're Jake Struck. I'm in trouble. I'm throwing it to you.
2nd and 10. Struck vacates the backfield this time and a QB draw. And Leonard crashes forward to the 26-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6. And it'll be 3rd down.
Last couple times now on 3rd down, I've seen they've shown blitz, but come out trying to take away this hitch in the slot. So this play side flat defender down here is going to act like he's blitzing up on the line and then going to drop back. And this time he's already back trying to take it away. Now you see a little stack coverage. He might try to come here. Yep.
They set up a middle screen to the tight end Hoying, and they read it perfectly. No gain. It'll be 4th down. Malachi Irvin in there on the tackle for the Panthers.
Big Malachi. He's a force to be reckoned with. He smelled the screen right there, stayed home, made a big play for the defense. Pick North has it rolling right now.
Coach Sansbury and Leonard, the quarterback, and Sakach back out to punt.
Get rid of it.
And again, it'll be Colton Wagner to do the snapping. Grant Williams is back deep to receive the punt this time. Good snap. This time no pressure, and he just absolutely smashes it downfield. That'll roll inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. That is a 50-yard punt, but we have a flag down back at the line of scrimmage.
Oh
boy, this is going to be a personal foul here against Pick North.
Personal foul, number 9 against the return team. Penalty being forced in the end of the kick. First down.
Well, that's an automatic first down. There's Tank Washington.
I think it was dead ball. So they're going to do it at the end. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So it'll go from the 26 back inside the 15-yard line, or right around the 15. Still 3:20 to go here in the first half of this one.
Now we need a little boost from the Liberty Patriots. We were talking about Pick North needed to come around when it was 14-0. Now we need Liberty to come down here and get after it.
At the very bottom of your screen right there.
Ah, yeah. Hit him right in the head.
So the ball goes back to the 12. Low snap, handled by Mock. Hampton the catch, shy of the 20. Working upfield to the 25, and wrapped up by Gardner at the 26-yard line. That'll be a first down. It all starts with a concentration by the quarterback, Mock, picking up that low snap, and then he throws an absolute perfect strike to Hampton.
Yeah, as a quarterback, you work on those. If you get that in practice, you don't just stop. You pick the ball up and you continue with the play, whether it's routes versus air or not.
Threw for only 97 yards last week against Olentangy Berlin. Taylor on the first down run. Short run. Immediately wrapped up by Charlie Donahue. 6.5 tackles for loss this season by the 6'2 senior. That'll be a gain of 1, maybe 2 for Michael Taylor.
It's a good tackle by Donahue right there. Real good tackle.
Not really surprised. Either team able to really get their run game established here tonight. Yeah, Liberty's had success around the goal line, but out in the open field, these defenses are pretty good. Hampton on a little screen. That works. And he's out over the 40. Ball comes out, and it's a mad scramble. Liberty comes out of there with a football. Now they're going to rule the play dead. So no fumble. And there is a penalty marker on the play back at the 33-yard line.
The ruling on the field is that the player was down before the ball became loose. Holding, offense, number 3, 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
It's a spot foul. And so this will go back to the 23-yard line.
See the fans, show the replay. That ball is out. And again, it's a bang-bang call for the refs. They don't get to see the replay.
So the ball back to the 23, second down and 13. Emmy Lewis will work to the far side. Quarterback Mock stumbles. Now throws it over to Lewis. Ahead to the 30. And he is wrapped up and dropped by Luke Mulder at the 27-yard line. That'll be a pickup of about 10. And it'll be third down at about 4 coming up. Pickerington North going to get right to the line of scrimmage. Couple of hard counts, doesn't get him to jump. Late stages here in the second quarter. Liberty, they get a stop here. They can get the ball back and still have 2 of their timeouts. And now Pick North is going to call timeout. So they'll let the play clock run down here.
Timeout. Pick North. That's their second timeout of the half.
Fans are unhappy.
Coming up at halftime, Curtis Jackson, Mary Lee Melendez, our meteorologist Tyler Seabury. They're going to have the latest headlines and weather from the Spectrum News 1 studio. And we're also going to have an inspiring story of an Olentangy Liberty student who is training to be an American Ninja Warrior. And we'll have first half highlights and analysis. All that's coming up at halftime. Fast start tonight by Liberty, jumped ahead 14-0. And then Pick North, a big play in the passing game to Bowman. They finished it off with a score, a block punt for a safety. That's how we got to 14-9. And this second quarter has been very disjointed with just a lot going on. And I think these two teams Probably be happy just get to the locker room, kind of reset a little bit,
Yeah.
and come back out here and play football in the third quarter.
Well, this Pick North offense has real big play potential. Look for them to take another shot at least once.
Well, big plays on offense have led to all 3 touchdowns tonight. Panthers trying to pick up a first down here. They'll stay on the ground with Taylor. He's got the first down and more as he'll be out of bounds on the Liberty sideline at around the 42-yard line. 10-yard run for Michael Taylor. And the Panthers will move the chains.
Yeah, great job getting up in there. That's probably the biggest run he's had with most space. But I think that's a result of the passing game.
Now, they could not run the football last week against Berlin. We saw that Bear defense back in week 10. We know how hard, or back in week 11, we know how hard they are to run against. First down from the 42-yard line. Play action. Mock. Got a man. Bowman the catch. And out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down throw, but there's another penalty marker down, back a couple of yards downfield in the center of the field.
Ineligible player downfield on the offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Down remains 1.
And that is Gabe Irvin, their tackle, who got downfield too early.
You get in trouble with that with the RPOs.
Yeah.
That happens a lot when you do your RPOs.
So the Panthers are backed up now by 5 yards. Back to the 37-yard line. And they'll stay on the ground. Nothing available there. And I think the Panthers are just going to try and get this thing to halftime.
After those penalties, hey, we're going to cut our losses here. But don't fall asleep because Mr. Bowen is out there.
If the ball ends up in his hands.
Yeah, he's already got a 10-yard cushion right there. Here it is.
Mock spins out of trouble. Throws downfield, incomplete. Looked like Hampton was going to make the play, but it was broken up. And that'll stop the clock, and it'll be 3rd down and long.
Way to buy some time. That's a strong arm.
Yeah, Tyler Thornton with a terrific pass breakup right there. Thornton's a guy who's got a fumble recovery and an interception here in the playoffs, making that play. So the Panthers now will have 3rd down. And we're going to have motion here against Pick North again.
Dead ball. Full start. Offense, number 51. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
If I'm Coach Sansbury, I'm like, we're okay. I mean, we're a little stagnant right now, but we still have the lead, and they are still shooting themselves in the foot.
Timekeeper, please reset the game clock to 19 seconds. 1-9. Thank you.
Got an empty set here.
3rd down. They throw it over to Hampton. A little lateral. And the Patriots weren't fooled. Taylor took the pitch. He did work his way forward for a first down. And we'll stop the clock. Oh, I beg your pardon. That's just back to the original line of scrimmage. Got my markers here in front of me.
Good hard run right there, though. Tried to hook and ladder. Liberty wasn't biting.
And so, because he was stopped out of bounds, they're going to have to punt the football away.
Yeah, I think me and you were on the same page. Let's just get out of here. Liberty's got the ball coming out, right?
They do. Jake Struck. I would imagine Bowman would try and keep the ball away from him. Snap floats back, barely got it away. Struck will watch it go behind him and continues to roll and got touched down and then into the end zone for a touchback with still 1 second remaining and another penalty marker.
Both coaches are probably going to go in the locker room and say, hey, we got to clean this up. We got to clean it up. A lot of back and forth, a lot of extra.
The field is a touchback. While the ball was still live, we have personal foul. Kicking team, number 29. Unnecessary roughness. That penalty will be enforced from the 20-yard line. First down.
Yeah, a lot of extra.
Now the game clock reads 0.
Number 23.
So when they had stopped it originally, the game clock had 1 second. Now the game clock has 3 zeros on it.
Timekeeper, please put 1 second on the game clock.
And all of this so Liberty can take a knee. And that'll do it for our first half of action. 14-9, Liberty has the lead. A couple of Jake Struck touchdowns. A Preston Bowman receiving touchdown for Pick North and a safety. Curtis Jackson, Mary Lee Melendez, our chief meteorologist Eric Elwell are all coming up here at the break. Stay with us on Spectrum News 1. Todd Bell, Chris Wallace talking about cartoons here tonight. Hey, everybody's bundled up. They got the hot chocolate going, and it's 14-9 in favor of Liberty over Pickerington North here at the half. Chris, a great start to this game, but we got real choppy, a little sloppy, lots of penalties in that second quarter. So we'll get to our thoughts about the second half here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and roll our highlights here from the first half of play. This is the good of the first half, and big plays by both teams, and mainly this guy, Jake Struck.
Yeah, they got him the ball early and often like that. That was the game plan, and it definitely paid off for him. Here it is, him getting a big run right here, and then lining up at quarterback, adding an extra hat to the blocking box, and got in there to pay dirt, and their momentum really got going there.
And this is his second rushing touchdown. He had another big player. Bolton had the big play to get him into scoring range. Struck with 2 rushing touchdowns, giving him 11 on the season. How about on the other side? We've got Mock, we've got Bowman. We got big play capabilities over there too.
Big play Bowman. He was making plays all over the place. Here he is getting across the middle in a zone on a 4th down conversion. They took a gamble, wanted to get back in the game, and that's when it started for them. And right after that, a big block. And if he just stays on with the ball, he scores a touchdown. But he tries to do something, and then it turns into a safety, and then that's when it all started.
It did. 14-9. But Pick North right back in it when it looked like they were in trouble, down 14-0. So that's where we are at the half. How about the other regions? Now, again, this region will match up with Region 1, which is Mentor and St. Ed's, the 3-time state I'll say that very quietly. The 3-time defending state champions, St. Ed's.
Come on now. Come on.
13-7, they got the lead. Wayne and Centerville, a great battle going on tonight. That's all tied up. And then Moeller trailing St. X. Everybody kind of assuming Moeller might be that D1 champ this year. St. X has got something to say about it, Chris.
You only got to be better than somebody on one night. One night in the playoffs.
And that's our Division I scores. All 4 games, 1-score games here at the half. We're early in the third quarter. Our game 14-9, looking skyward at the mist.
He said, let's go.
It's not the snow that they had last night on the lakefront, but it's a chilly one here tonight. Second half action from historic Crew Stadium here in Columbus, coming up here on Spectrum News 1. See our score here at the break. Liberty on top by a count of 14-9. First ever playoff meeting between these two teams, and it's been a tight series throughout, but they haven't met for quite some time. And it's a 14-9 game. All right, let's start with adjustments, and I'm going to start with Liberty first, Chris, because they're going to have the ball here to start this third quarter of action. Offensively, outside of around the goal line, nothing on the ground for them. It was a lot of through the air and a lot of big plays. Offensively, how do you see Coach Sansbury's team attacking here in this third quarter?
Getting Leonard out of the pocket a little bit. Reminding Leonard, take what they give you. Towards the end, tried to start forcing a couple things in some situations. But really, as a whole, both coaches probably want to say, hey, everybody settle down. Let's worry about what we're doing. Quit all the back and forth with the other team, and let's quit shooting ourselves in the foot. Let's give ourselves a chance to finish this half. And regardless of how ugly it is, it does not matter. Throw all that out. We're just trying to win in advance. So let's get back locked in, and let's go win this second half.
Neither team could drive. It was all big plays on both sides to set up the scores. As you see how the wind is whipping around historic Crew Stadium here tonight, you see the moisture falling from the air. That part of it really hasn't affected the game. We have seen a player slip. No turnovers in the first half, although there could have been one. Yeah. But really, I mean, the team's taking care of the football here tonight. So that the elements haven't really dictated how sloppy the game ended up getting. It was all mental stuff, right?
Mental penalties. Make a big play, get a penalty, put you behind the chains, and then makes it tough. Because these are two tough teams. They both deserve to be here. They've earned their way.
Second half is underway as Bowman will send the kickoff downfield. It'll be fielded at the 5-yard line by Antonio Kish. Out over the 25, he broke a tackle. They'll slam him to the ground from behind at the 35-yard line. Big return by Antonio Kish to get things started here in the second half for Liberty. They'll have good starting field position.
Yeah, that's a great job by Kish, getting much as he can right there. Holds on to the ball. And they were really trying to go for a strip. They didn't really try to go in there and wrap up. Got to get the Pick North to wrap up here.
Dante Curtis made the tackle. 35-yard line is where Liberty will have it. First down and 10. Player of the year in the Central District, quarterback Andrew Leonard, who's thrown for 529 yards and 7 touchdowns in the postseason. On first down, we'll hand it off to Jake Struck. And he'll pick up 2 here on first down. Patriots 11-2 coming into tonight's game. The overall #1 seed here in Region 3, making their 17th all-time playoff appearance. 23-16 in the playoffs. They reached the semifinals 3 consecutive years back in 16, 17, and 18. And then 2 more regional final appearances in 20 and 22. What happened in those games, Chris?
I don't know. They ran up against a nice little offensive machine.
Springfield Wildcats.
Springfield Wildcats. Shout out to the Wildcats.
Leonard pressured and will be sacked. Slammed to the ground, back inside the 35-yard line. Combination of Ben Thompson and Chuck Dickerson in there on the sack for the Panthers.
Took a hard shot right there. He's shaking it off.
Good look at Thompson. He had 5 sacks coming into tonight. And behind the chains are the Patriots. They'll have third down and long.
And this is when Pick North's defense is real comfortable. You know, in a one-dimensional situation here, stopping the run, allowing this defensive line to get after the quarterback and start wearing that offensive line down.
Saw all those scores for Liberty in those regional final games. Timeout will be used here by the Patriots before the delay of game, and that is costly to have to use a timeout less than 2 minutes into the opening possession of the third quarter, Chris. These things are valuable in a game like this, and you have to burn one here early.
Yeah, you had to, because this is a big play too as well, coming out into the second half as an offense. You want to try to move these chains here, so you want to make sure everybody's on the same page, and unfortunately didn't do it within the time of the play clock, had to use the timeout.
Our community is incredibly dynamic and diverse in many ways. So is the weather, and that's why at Spectrum News 1, we make sure that you have the accurate information to help you plan your day every day. We know Ohio weather can change quickly, and when it does, we're here tracking it all so that you know what to expect. Watch the Spectrum News 1 weather experts on your TV and on the go with the Spectrum News app, exclusively on Spectrum. Third and long for Liberty. They will go empty backfield. Moulton all the way to the top of the screen will start in motion.
Some pressure, corner pressure. Corner pressure.
Leonard,
He's
deep
open.
downfield for Moulton. Has to come back to the football and hangs on. Another big play here tonight.
Great job of seeing the corner blitz, and that's exactly who that corner was supposed to have right there, and you leave the safety one-on-one. Great job by their safety. Gets caught up looking for Jake. Slipped right behind him for the first down.
That throw was right into the wind. Or that's 6 points for Moulton as it is. 31 yards on the pass completion, his second big one of the night. First down, Liberty. And struck right through the gut of the defense. Down to the 22-yard line. 15-yard run for Jake Struck.
Jake likes leaving those feet, don't he? He like getting up in the air. Great down block right there by Ed Nichols to open it up for Jake Struck up the hole right there. Good block by Ed Nichols, I'm sorry. Everybody's Jake out there right now.
So back-to-back plays for first downs for Liberty. And again, an empty backfield here for Andrew Leonard. From the 22-yard line to the back of the end zone again for Moulton. Penalty markers will come in. Tyson Long was back there on the coverage.
Well, the refs can't do no right, huh? One side loves it, the other side hates it. But, folks, that is pass interference.
Take a look at it here. Another ball kind of got hung up in the wind a little bit.
There's two flags, so two of them saw something there.
So it'll be first and goal for Liberty.
Look for a slant route, maybe.
Ben Godwin is in motion. Jake Struck will take the handoff. Stayed behind that line, is able to find his way forward for a couple, and then a late penalty marker comes in at the end of this play.
Face mask.
So this will be a half the distance to the goal. And there you see it right there. And that's a pullback as well. Ben Thompson, a guilty party. So it'll be first and goal now from the 4-yard line.
They go back with Jake Struck at quarterback again.
They do.
Yes, they do.
And they bring in Cameron Cole, number 8, as a blocker. Struck, sweeps left. Good job by Pick North's defense that time as they were in there on that stop.
Good tackle. I wouldn't be so Well, we'll watch out for a little pass hit out of that formation with Jake Struck. This would be a big score right here.
So they got a yard down to the 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Struck again will remain in there as the quarterback. Strong side to the wide side of the field. Now everybody will shift. Play clock at 4. Struck straight up the gut, trying to power his way forward.
Oh my. Yes.
And he's in. 3rd rushing touchdown of the night for Jake Struck, and Liberty extends its lead.
Great job manipulating the defense, shifting into the boundary. The defense shifts as well, trying to shift to the strong side of the offense, but they run weak side right up that gap in for the score, and Liberty has extended it. Some pressure's on now.
Point after by Sean Hendricks. Wow.
Whoa.
Well, that should be an indicator of how much wind's out there right now. Holy smokes.
Boomerang.
Yeah, that took a hard right. 3 rushing touchdowns tonight for senior Jake Struck to now give him a dozen on the season and 26 overall touchdowns. And here's the latest.
Yeah, so they shifted, and then he just went up in there and said, hey, you got to come with me. I'm not staying here. I'm going to the end zone. And then let's see the kick, PAT here. Watch this curve.
Play a little draw.
Ooh, look at that.
I mean, it was right down the middle.
So
at some point,
let's think about this now. It's 21-9.
Yep.
And in the 4th quarter, this throwing team from Pick North, who's only had success throwing the ball, especially downfield, has to go against this win in the 4th quarter. So that could come in a big-time play right there, Todd.
Well, and again, the throw to Moulton, you saw Moulton had to stop dead in his tracks and come back for the ball.
Yeah.
And then the one where they called the pass interference, same thing. That ball just sailed.
Yeah.
And now it's blown off the tee. I mean, it's gusting as much as it has all night tonight.
And we were watching, we got the little corner game on going over here with St. Ed's and Mentor. Did you see that first half of that weather?
Yes. They was not quite
Could
what they
something
had
be
in
dropping
Cleveland.
down?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. You're
I
a weather
think
guy.
I think it's just bad in the state of Ohio.
It's bad everywhere.
I think it's bad everywhere right
Okay.
now. So they'll have to hold the ball on the tee here for Omaro.
I wasn't going to talk about it, but the weather last night in Cleveland was pretty.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
You didn't forget.
No,
Whatever.
I did actually. Look at that kickoff die. Pick North fighting over it. Lewis finally picks it up. And he'll make his way to the 25-yard line. Hudson Dorsey will make the tackle. And that is where Pick North will have it. No, I honestly forgot, or you would have been getting text from me
Good.
last
Let's
night.
get back. The game's still going on. We got to talk about this game right now.
Watch the 2 players here. Watch. They have to come running up on it.
2 people going for it. No communication. Liberty did a good job of wrapping him up. Usually something like that turns into a big play.
So the 26-yard line is where Pick North will have it. Now again trailing by 12. They were down 14 at one point and got it back to 14-9 at the break. And we'll see the offense led by Jaron Mock come onto the field for the first time here in this 3rd quarter. Had a strong first half throwing the football. And again, Preston Bowman, his top receiver. Didn't have him right away. He still makes the play. Bowman is ahead to the 42. And they'll finally get him slowed down there. And there are penalty markers on both sides of the field. I want to see how he caught that football.
Yeah.
So an eligible man downfield. Didn't have him right away, Chris. So he makes something happen. I'll just stick my hand out. I'll just casually grab that. That's mine. Thank you.
And that was Miles Wilson. Almost had the deflection, the offensive lineman that was down the field.
So the ineligible man downfield will bring it back. Over the middle, Williams, great grab in traffic, ahead to the 42-yard line. 21 yards, first down on junior Grant Williams' second catch of the night.
Good ball. It's an up and over throw over the linebacker and down before the safety can get over to it. It's a bang throw. Everybody was in place defensively. It's just a great throw and catch.
As a former collegiate quarterback and dabbled a little bit in the pro game as well, he just makes it look so effortless when he lets go of the football. He has the right read, and he makes a really good throw. And Taylor, a good 5-yard run there, wrapped up by Carter Kuhn. And I know this is the first time seeing Mock in person for you, as you see Big Walnut maybe with a big upset tonight as they're leading Massillon, the defending champs in Division II. But are you jealous when you see young guys like this that just make it look kind of easy?
No, I appreciate it. I love the quarterback position and kids that play it the right way, staying in the pocket, staring down barrels, and making those throws.
Taylor right at the first down line to gain. Probably going to be a first, and it is. So a little bit on the ground here.
Yeah.
That's 2 rushes for 10 yards for Taylor, something neither team has really been able to do, kind of out here in the middle of the field tonight.
Yeah, well, when you're making passes, when Mock's dropping dimes like that in the middle of the defense, when they're dropping 8 and they're still getting chunks, your linebackers are a little passive, which softens that box up a little bit for the run game.
I mean, we're talking about Mock, who's thrown close to 250 passes this year and has 3 interceptions from the 48 of Liberty. They stay on the ground. Good blocking up front. And Taylor, 5 more down to the Liberty 42-yard line. That game has gone to the 4th quarter. Up in the northern region of the state, St. Edward's still on top, 13-7, as they try and get back to another state semifinal. The winner of that will play the winner of this. Taylor again. This time they got a hold of his waist, but he was able to squirt forward for a couple of extra yards. That'll be 5 more to another first down. 4 straight runs. And now we're starting to see some momentum build by that offensive line for the Panthers.
Yeah, and people always say you can run the ball to open up the pass, but you can also pass and open up the run as well, and that's what you're seeing. They throw the ball very well in the first half, came out here in the second half with some big plays. Now look at those linebackers drop back, looking for them to try to fill the box now.
First down. Mock into the area. Bowman, and it's an interception! Antonio Kish. 3rd of the year, 2nd of the postseason. Little miscommunication between Mock and Bowman. And just mention the lack of interceptions by Mock. He throws his first of the postseason. Patriots on top, 21-9. After our first turnover of the game, Liberty will take over, leading 21-9 on a frigid night here in Central Ohio from historic Cruz Stadium. Patriots will have it at their own 12, 1st and 10. Antonio Kish's interception will give the Patriots the possession and a 12-point lead here in the 3rd quarter. And it's Jake Struck on first down, motoring around the end. Won't be denied as he's out to the 27-yard line. That was a 15-yard burst of energy from Jake Struck.
Great run here off of the edge. They've been going up in the gap all game. This time they really got off tackle right there. Then a little Jake trying to giving each other the business down there. Don't strip my ball from me. I wasn't hitting him, ref. I was asking to get helped up.
First down from the 27. It has been all Jake Struck in the backfield tonight. No Grayson Davis. And Struck's going to get buried for a gain of maybe, actually going to lose yardage on that play by Struck. I mean, we've seen this Pickerington North defense. They have made plays all night long in the run game for sure. They're going to lose a couple here. And it'll be second down and long. But both teams have hit big plays in the passing game tonight. Liberty with 3 of 30 or more, all 3 leading to touchdowns by the Patriots. All 3 short touchdown runs by Jake Struck. Leonard on second and long, quarterback draw, ran past 2 blitzing Panthers, and Thompson gets a hold of him, tackles him just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Thought it would look like a face mask, but it wasn't.
So Leonard uses his legs, and it'll be 3rd down and short. And Liberty going to go wholesale changes here on the offense. Bunch of big guys, bunch of guys who play mostly defense are going to come out here on this 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, it's all hands on deck for the regional championship. You got your packages where your best 11 offensive players, best blockers, right here trying to get a first down.
You got Shapker and Austin Stamp out there as Struck will just carry forward, and they've got the first down, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, they got the mojo going right now. I saw some man coverage out there too, some bump and run on Moulton. Like to see what happens there.
Coach Sansbury, who was part of the first graduating class at Liberty. He is a Liberty lifer, longtime assistant coach under Steve Hale. Took over as the head coach a couple of years ago. 4-8 in his first season, and they come right back this year, and now are just over a quarter and 2 minutes away from another berth into a state semifinal. Another terrific defensive play made by Elijah Durham Smith, making the stop there on the quarterback Leonard. No gain, 2nd down.
Pick North is starting to add people to that box right now. Starting to add people to the box and starting to get some man-to-man coverage on the outside. But I know Liberty wants to bleed this clock and probably take it into the 4th quarter.
Closing it on 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd. The only score here in this 3rd by Liberty. They led 14-9 at the half. That is Struck going in motion to make it 3 receivers to the right. Leonard rolls that way, decides to run. Bad decision. Great play, Chuck Hickerson. He had a tackle for a loss and a sack last week against Berlin. And here he'll make the stop. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Good look at Hickerson right there, senior defensive lineman.
Yeah, and the defense did a great job of playing both of that, the flat and that flood route situation. We saw that early in the game where they committed to the flat route to Jake Struck and they threw it behind him. This time they played it good, held it, and let the defensive line corral Leonard.
Those are 2 of the best defensive tackles in Central Ohio right there. 3rd and long. Leonard ducking out of traffic. Pressure coming. They got a hold of him. Throws it away late. And then Leonard is thrown out of bounds. A flag came in, and they'll have to sort this one out.
Offense, number 6, hands to the face.
Boy, you don't get that call very often. A quarterback getting called for hands to the face as he was trying to fend off the defender. Watch his left hand here. Right up into Cale Blackman. That's the right call. Well Blackman
penalty
has
is declined. 4th down.
Like they each had a little hands to the face
Yeah, it looked
there,
like it was him.
But it was Leonard who got caught, and Pick North declines the penalty, and so it'll be 4th down and 10. And Coach Sansbury has to send the punting unit out. As you see, Moeller has come from behind to now take the lead over St. X down in Mason, in front of a sold-out crowd there. Pick North has already blocked 1 punt tonight. A little bit of a low snap. Sakach goes sideways. Then we'll send it downfield over here to the near side of the field. And it'll finally be down at around the 33-yard line.
That makes me nervous every time. I'm like, get rid of it. Did you say sellout crowd?
Yeah, they had 7,000 tickets sold in a blink of an eye down in Mason tonight for that game between Moeller and St. X.
Wow. That's a following.
Well, two great fan bases. Those two teams always put on a good show. And Moeller beat St. X earlier this year 45-37 in week 5.
Well, here we go again there.
First down for Pick North, down 2 scores. Late third quarter, Mock didn't have anything downfield. And so he'll just get the best he can, which is a 5-yard run. Got tackled by a couple of Patriots there, one including Brody Chapman. The other was Charlie Donahue. And that is going to be the final play of the third quarter. Region 3 championship game. 6th time that Liberty's played in this game in the last 9 years. They're trying to get to the state semis. They have a 21-9 lead tonight over Pick North. Stay with us. Fourth quarter coming up next here on Spectrum News 1. 21-9, Liberty on top as we're ready to go. Fourth quarter. They're enjoying themselves here tonight on a chilly one at historic Crew Stadium. The first ever soccer-specific stadium built here in the United States. Of course, now the Crew plays at lower.com field, a little closer to downtown. First or second down and 5 here, and a throw to the near side. Great catch by Emmy Lewis, but good pursuit by the defense. Kish, who had the interception, shoved him out of bounds, and it'll be third down and short. So now if you're Pick North, you're down by 2 scores. You're kind of thinking the way the wind is tonight, and especially going into this wind, it's almost got to be 2 touchdowns here for Pick North, trailing by the 12 points. Of course, they'd have to have the 2 scores just to get ahead of the 12, but I mean, they really need something here early in this fourth quarter to kind of break their way.
Yeah, you're looking at 4-down series probably, especially this one. They gotta put something up this drive.
Great hesitation by Taylor, and he bounces off a defender out of bounds inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. 15-yard run for Taylor. Might have crossed him up a little bit on third down and 4.
Yeah, they're dropping 8. They've been dropping 8 all night, and it's been paying off for them. They try to bring an extra one in early on first down, but right there, dropped 8, snuck him up the middle, put his shoulder down, got the first down. They needed that big first down right there to move the chain.
Man, Cameron Cole is a really good defender, and Taylor just kind of shushed him away. Taylor, again, he's had a strong second half, but this time the Patriots have him slowed down. A couple of hard hits. He's to the 41. That'll be a run of 2 for Michael Taylor. Coming into tonight, he needed 28 yards for 1,400 for the season. He's got 18 rushing touchdowns, and he is closing in on 300 rushing yards here in the postseason. Centerville leads Wayne by 7.
Timekeeper, please reset the game clock to 11:35. The clock should have stopped for the offensive player's helmet coming off.
Our 12-point game right now is the widest margin of any of the 4 Division I regional finals right now.
Yeah, it's tight all across the state.
How it should be this time of year, right?
That's right, Elite 8 in Division I.
From the 41-yard line, second down. Jaron Mock fields a low snap. Down the middle into traffic, but Bowman goes and gets it. He's to the 18-yard line. 23-yard strike. All I saw were 4 blue jersey Patriots, and then Bowman just snatched it out of the air.
Yeah, that's what you're going to get. They're going to drop 8, and if he can make the throw over the linebackers, down in before the safety, it's a hole there, and that's where they are. When you see something happens is when he overthrows it, and bad things happen when you're dropping 8 into a zone and you overthrow.
He's made one bad throw tonight.
Yep.
And that one I'm still not sure that Bowman just didn't kind of break off the route incorrectly.
Yep.
First down, back to Taylor. Kind of stood up at the line. Oh, the ball comes out. It's recovered by Kuhn. Again, he's going to be ruled down. And a huge break here for North. as now they've got an injured offensive lineman on the play as well. Carter Kuhn pounced on the football, but the official came in immediately saying that the runner was down. The knee looked like they were down that time. You saw those hands in there stripping for the football. So it'll remain Pickerington North football. No gain on that play.
And they need a touchdown.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by the OHSAA. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of Spectrum News 1 and the OHSAA is strictly prohibited. So early stages of our fourth quarter. And the downed Pickerington North lineman will make his way off the field. Tayshawn Smith. He's been kind of running in and out of there as an extra offensive lineman tonight.
Glad he can walk off.
Yep. So we'll hope that Smith can get back into the game here. So it'll be second down. Coach Hilrich chomping on that gum up and down the sideline. Started his head coaching career at Hamilton Township. Had a good little run there. After Tom Phillips stepped down at Pick North, Coach Hilrich took over. Throw over here to the near side, almost taken away. Godwin, who had the interception last week in the back of the end zone against UA, read that one perfectly and was an eyelash away from maybe taking that one to the house.
Godwin almost did it again. Got his heels on the goal line, broke up on the ball. Great breakup right there.
This is a guy that doesn't play a lot of defense. They use him for his size down here at 6'3".
Got a little over-under coverage on Bowen right here. Bringing 4, 5, bringing big pressure.
Over the middle, Bowman to the 11, fights forwards inside the 10, and it's going to be first down for Pick North. Boy, give the offensive line credit, Chris, for allowing that long play to develop, and Mock hitting Bowman in stride.
Yeah, they bring 5. They had 6 to protect. And they used this play early in the first half with Bowen on the drag, and they was able to complete it again for a first down, first and go.
He was so distraught after that interception earlier in this half. Are you surprised that he's the guy out there making plays right now, fighting for those extra yards?
Not at all. Been doing it all night.
Taylor on first and goal, slipped out of one tackle. And able to get the nose of the football to the 5-yard line, and a late flag comes in from the back judge again.
Is that a flag? I thought that was a spotter. Like it.
No, I think you're right. I believe you're right. That was the beanbag instead of the flag.
Yeah.
And it was recovered by Pick North. So a fortuitous bounce here for the Panthers to maintain possession.
They want Bowen at quarterback. Mock's already lined up at receiver.
This is something we saw last week quite a bit in the Pick North win over Berlin. Second down and goal. Bowman trying to find a seam, but the Patriots have him surrounded. And he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage, the 5-yard line, where it'll be third down and goal to go now for the Panthers. And again, right now, field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good. This is 4-down territory here for the guys in gray and white.
Yep.
Moeller has extended its lead over Xavier now.
They're going back to it. Look for him to probably throw the ball because they're loading the box up.
Now, the touchdown pass earlier in the game was of 6 yards. Bowman's going to remain in at quarterback. Mock was lined up on the wrong side of the field. Third and goal. Student body right. He's looking to throw it back of the end zone. Was it intercepted again? It was.
Yep.
Antonio Kish with his second of the game.
Big time play. You kind of knew that. When you get stuff like that and you stay in that same formation, this is the regional championship. They probably are already looking for somebody trying to leak out. And Liberty did a great job of that. And here's Kish reading that, had his eyes all the way on it. Textbook DB, get the ball, catch it at the highest point, secure it, come on down, and maybe punch your ticket into the Final Four.
Chris, that is back-to-back weeks now that Liberty has come up with interceptions in the end zone in key moments. Here's Jake Struck. And on first down, he'll run his way out around the 25, maybe a little bit further.
Got to stay in bounds, though, Jake.
So Antonio Kish with 2 interceptions tonight to give him 4 on the season. 2 more takeaways by this defense to give him 21 now on the year. And that might be the one that starts to drive some nails in the coffin as Liberty with a 2-score lead and just over 8 minutes to play in the game.
Here comes the pressure. If they crease it,
Struck forward for a first down. So they will move the chains. And another set of downs now for the Patriots.
So now they are lining everybody up at the line of scrimmage and bringing the heat, trying to get something to stop the run. And if Jake Struck creases this, it could really be good night, Irene.
So 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. And it'll be Struck. And a good job by the Pick North defense to get a hold of him. A short gain of a couple. Got to feel like Pick North's going to be reaching in there trying to take that football away. But
yeah.
This is the last guy on the planet I would think would let somebody strip a ball away from him. I mean, his hands take up most of the football as it is.
He's used to contact.
Yeah.
All the sports he plays.
Yes, he does.
He's used to contact. This is not new to him.
He's going to come out for a play here.
And in the cold.
Yeah, hockey rinks are cold.
Yeah.
Just ask me. I'll be spending my entire weekend in hockey rinks. After a gain of 2, it'll be 2nd down. And again, Struck out of the game for a play. Grayson Davis checks in, but all he's going to do is block as the quarterback Leonard will keep. And he's out to the 36-yard line. And now they can take this down under 6 minutes. So we'll be halfway through this 4th quarter. And the precipitation starts to pick up again here at historic Crew Stadium. We had 13 pretty good weeks of weather.
Yes, we have.
We had the one night where it was, we had the hurricane, the effects of the hurricane over Westerville, 3-0 game. That was crazy that night, but it was warm.
Yeah.
It was just windy.
And wet.
3rd and 5. Huge play for the Pick North defense. Struck back in there, gets the carry.
There
He's got the first down. Reaches it out to the 45-yard line. And a new set of downs coming up for the Patriots.
Keep moving the chains, bleeding the clock. They've been running this play all night. You notice Jake Struck is not stopping those feet. He has his confidence. He smells it. He can sense their team going to the Final Four. And he's saying, Coach, give me the ball. Keep it coming.
And now they can really bleed this clock down to about 3.5 minutes.
I think they may break one. You see there's nobody, and they're all coming up. They're all committed. If they crease.
This time they grab a hold of him. Gain of 2 for Struck on first down. Well, Jake Struck in 3 weeks of the playoffs, Chris, had 25 rushes. He's got to have at least that tonight.
Yep. Coach Sansbury said it's going to be in the backfield tonight. And that's the final.
Lakewood St. Edward will play in another state semifinal next week as they hang on to defeat Menor 13-7. All of that scoring came, I think, in the first quarter. I don't think there was anything after it. Second down, Struck searching. And he just stuck his nose up in there and got back to the line of scrimmage. And I believe Pick North is now going to use its first timeout with 4:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Timeout.
So timeout on the field with 4:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and Liberty on top, 21-9.
Get that punt team together right.
Well, you see how we got here tonight. Liberty had a fast start, scored on its first 2 possessions. Pick North a touchdown and a safety in that second quarter, and then the only scoring in our second half. Opening possession, third quarter, Liberty marched down the field, and Jake Struck took it in. All 3 touchdowns tonight for the Patriots, who have third down. It'll be the quarterback, Leonard, and he only got back just a little ahead of the line of scrimmage. Got a couple, actually, to the 50-yard line. So now it'll be 4th down and 5, and the punting unit will come out onto the field. As, how about that upset? Big Walnut has upset Massillon tonight, 14-7. How about that?
In Mansfield.
At home of the T. Weigers.
The T. Weigers, that's right. T-Y-G-E-R-S.
Wow. There are going to be some stunned people looking at that score. Well, Pick North has blocked 1 tonight. Let's see, and timeout's going to be used here by Liberty. We'll see if Gino Sakach does that rugby-style run, or if he just catches and kicks it. He's going to have the wind behind him.
Are they thinking about, hey, we don't even mess with it? Yeah, wind's blowing for him.
It's swirling around all over.
I would just be telling, hey man, just kick the
it,
ball.
Right?
Don't be running around surveying what's going on. Catch it, take 2 steps and kick it.
Grant Williams back deep to receive. See the marker on the goalpost. And Gino Sakach fields it and does just send it downfield. That'll take a Liberty bounce inside the 15-yard line.
Don't touch it.
That'll be down by Colton Wagner as it comes to a resting stop. 4th punt of the night by Liberty, and now Pick North still down by 2 scores. Will have the football deep in their own territory, and again now they're going to have a big play made, and boy, what a big turnover that was a moment ago, Chris, down in the end zone.
Yeah.
They could have it down by 5 right now.
They did a great job. They took a lot of time off the clock, not giving up the big play, and then took it away once they got in the red zone. And now they want to do the same thing. Keep everything in front of you, no big plays. They're going to be dropping 8. Nope, they're sending 4 here.
Quarterback Jaron Mock, just a junior, will take the direct snap. Looks downfield, has Bowman, has to go into the air, make the catch, and out of bounds around the 20-yard line. So they pick up some yardage and stop the clock. I mean, if you're Liberty defensively, Chris, you just let that happen?
Yeah,
leave it in front of you?
Keep everything in front of you. If we can keep them in bounds, great, but right now, I just want to keep everything in front. No big plays, no big chunks. Let that clock bleed. And on the sideline, get your hands team ready if something happens.
Preston Bowman has had a big night receiving tonight. Empty backfield. Patriots will rush 4. Mock pressured from behind, slings it over the middle. Simpkins will make the catch. And that'll be a first down to the 31-yard line. So Rich Simpson makes the grab. They'll move the chains. If Liberty hangs on and win, you see the history against St. Ed's. That 2014 game was a round 2 playoff. The 2018 was a state semifinal. From behind, wow, Mock got out of it. Now scrambling back this way. Now we'll try and just run for as much as he can. And he'll get to the 39-yard line. 7 yards on the run. Mock ran forever. He could use a whiff of oxygen on his way back.
Yeah.
But he kept the play alive and got out of bounds.
Yeah, that's what you want. Keep him in a manageable situation. I could have got bad.
Coach Sansbury and those players in blue, they just cannot get that clock to wind fast enough. Jaron Mock to the outside and batted away. Good defense. That is Rennell Monroe. Or beg your pardon, Landon Hersey got his hands in there. Knocks it away.
Look at that. Way to reach out and make the play right there.
And Landon Hersey this year has a interception.
Very impressive performance by Olentangy. Liberty tonight.
3rd down. Mock stays behind the line of scrimmage, and Bowman couldn't hang on. A rare drop by Preston Bowman. And it'll be 4th down in the game coming up here for Pick North.
You don't see that too often.
Boy, Bowman can't believe it.
He's sure-handed.
Look at this throw, though. He just doesn't make bad throws.
No, Wisconsin is getting a good one.
Good Lord.
Wisconsin's getting a good one.
Just a junior.
Hopefully, Wisconsin's getting a good one. These kids switch it up nowadays.
Got to have a first down. Quarterback draw. Mock's going to pick it up. Ahead to the 50 and more. Sidesteps the defender and dove out of bounds. Heads up play. They go quarterback draw and allow Jaron Mock to use his legs, and he's inside Liberty territory.
They tried to bring the heat right there, too. Caught him on a twist, stepped up in between there. That's real impressive. And still gets out of bounds. Stops the clock.
First down, a little pressure coming. Mock eludes it. From behind, they're coming and hit him awkwardly. Mock was trying to go down on a slide, and then he got belted from behind. Coach Nate Hillerich all the way out onto the field.
Well, there's no such thing as giving yourself up in high school. You gotta. I always told my quarterbacks, go forward. Don't go into the slide and stuff, because there's no giving yourself up. They're coming to hit you.
Got 2. Mock will throw it incomplete. Just through the hands of Hersey. You had Bowman and Simpson both in the neighborhood. Boy, Hersey's got to be like, he keeps throwing me the ball, but I can't quite make the catch.
He's right there. But that's why he doesn't throw a lot of picks. He's an accurate quarterback.
Third down and 8. Receiver open. Hampton makes the catch. And he's ahead to the 25-yard line. Ashton Hampton, senior wide receiver, makes the grab. And they will move the chains.
Here comes Godwin in. Oh!
Ball's going to roll all the way back to the 45. Mock couldn't pick it up. Fallen on by Austin Stamp. Pick North turns it over. And the Liberty Patriots have their third takeaway of the game. We talked about miscues on the snap early in the game. Really didn't have very many of them tonight, but a costly one right there.
Yeah, we talked about it at the beginning. Quarterback center exchange, and looked like he was still reading, surveying the
After the play
defense.
was over, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Pickerington North, number 3. 15 yards will be added in the spot of the recovery, first down.
There was a frustration unsportsmanlike at the end. There's Emmy Lewis. He had taken his helmet off in the field of play. And for Pickerington North, it looks like they're going to come up just short. Olentangy Liberty now just under 90 seconds away from heading back to another state semifinal. It would be their 4th since 2016.
So you're telling your offense, hey, hang on to the ball and don't get into any extra stuff. We got to play next week, so don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe with the emotions running high.
So Liberty is just going to line up here. We'll see if Coach Nate Hillerich uses any of his remaining 2 timeouts here, down 2 scores. Quarterback Leonard, he'll be tackled, and Coach Hillerich will use his 2nd timeout. Tonight's player of the game brought to you by Orthopedic One, ranked number 1 in Ohio, number 3 in the nation for orthopedics. And Jake Struck, that was the first big play of the game.
Timeout.
Then he just took care of all the business down around the goal line tonight.
Yep, this guy showed up and he showed out. Coach Sansbury handed him the ball and said, take a stare. And that's exactly what he did. In the air, on the ground, sometimes on the ground and back up in the air over top of people. Very impressed. Been impressed with this kid all year long. Had no idea that was my buddy's son when I first saw him. But that guy's a player. Ohio State lacrosse, right?
Yep.
They're going to be, they're going to have him one there. Real good ball player. Done a great job tonight.
Yeah, Coach Myers has done a terrific job with that Ohio State lacrosse program, and they were able to get in on this kid early. Ben Godwin, All-Ohio goalie. He'll be playing lacrosse probably at the next level as well, but he's still a junior. I have a feeling Ben Godwin is going to be a big part of this Liberty offense and defense next year.
Yep.
Some of these guys graduate.
He was definitely the X factor the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, made plays. Jake Struck will get the carry, and he will make his way ahead of the 35, and Pickerington North will use its final timeout. Well, as somebody who has a ton of experience in seeing Lakewood St. Edward the last 3 years, Chris, after being on the coaching staff at Springfield and falling to them in the state championship game 3 years in a row, for the Liberty viewers at home, what can they expect next week when they square off against St. Ed's?
A sound ball club, used to being in this position, not going to make a lot of mistakes. That's a game you got to go take. That's a game you want to have your best game that night, and you just want to be better than a team in one night. So you guys prepare to be better than a team for one night and go compete like you've been doing. Olentangy Liberty have shown resilience. Everything hasn't went right for them during the courses of games, and they've been able to fight through. And like I said, this is the most physical Olentangy Liberty team that I've seen, even in my 10 years of being coordinator and playing them. I said they are built to make a run, and you're going to have to go take one next week.
Yeah, last year it was Hilliard Bradley that ended up taking on St. Ed's, but they were an undermanned team as their all-everything quarterback, Braden Fleehardy, got hurt on the game-winning touchdown in double overtime of the regional final last year, as Leonard will keep close to the first down. It'll be 4th down. And they ended up with a freshman quarterback for Bradley going up against St. Ed's last year and gave him a fight for a while. I would not bet against these guys in blue next week. I know St. Ed's is the king of the mountain, and they escaped one against Mentor tonight, but these guys in blue got a real shot next week.
Absolutely. They deserve to be here. They have the making of a team that can get there. Reminds me a lot of how we were built up. You know, defensive strong, can make plays, can make big plays offensively, and was a unit, you know. And that's what got us to those things. We were a unit, and they are a unit. But you're going to have to go take one. It will not be given.
Liberty, their last timeout.
So the Patriots will use their final timeout.
Oh, can I say something to the viewers too?
Yeah, go ahead. Sure. Where's your soapbox?
Hey, don't make too many plans because it's Thanksgiving Day practice. Don't make too many plans on Thanksgiving now, viewers. If you're at home, I know it's an exciting time, but the boys got to practice Thanksgiving morning. That's the best thing.
So we're down to our last few seconds.
Turkey Day practice.
Thanksgiving practice is the best practice, right?
Man, I had no idea until I finally got there. You know, and that was 5. We went to 5 straight state semis, and it gives you goosebumps every time.
Yeah.
You look at your coaches and like, man.
And you have a lot of alumni that come back to that practice too, right? Because they've come home for Thanksgiving and then they come out to the practice.
Everybody's there. Everybody's there, and it's really a practice there where you got to lock in. You know, because that next day is game day.
Yep.
You know? Sansbury have them together. He's done a great job this year keeping these boys with laser sharp focus.
4th down and a yard. Jake Struck is going to try and put the finishing touches on this one, and he will. Great surge by that offensive line. And that'll be the last play of the game. He'll get the first down. They'll stop the clock until they set the chains. They will wind the clock. And the Liberty Patriots, it was their fast start tonight, scoring on their first 2 possessions of the game, getting ahead 14-0, riding a solid defensive performance, 3 takeaways. And the Liberty Patriots will celebrate here tonight at historic Crew Stadium, Chris, after a 21-9 victory over Pickerington North.
Yeah, two great ball clubs. Neither of them have anything to be ashamed of. Pick North had a great year, played hard football, good program. They'll be back. They got some good players, and but tonight belongs to Liberty, and you just punched your ticket to the Final Four. And like I said, Turkey Day practice, baby. Turkey Day practice.
Second regional final appearance for Pick North. They won the other one back in 2012. They fall today. 6th regional final appearance for Liberty. They will advance to the state semifinals and take on Lakewood St. Anne, who again they've played twice in 2014 and 2018. There you see the Division I regional games. Looks like Moeller will advance. They trailed in that game 14-7 at half, but a big second half. And Centerville to win over Wayne. And it'll be St. Ed's and Liberty and Wayne and Moeller. There's 4 really good Division I programs.
Yeah, that's all there is at this time of the year. The Final Four are everybody's earned their right. Everybody's hitting their peak at the right time. Awesome job. Congratulations to all the teams.
Final score tonight, Liberty 21, Pickerington North 9. Make sure you tune in next Friday for state semifinal action of the 2024 OHSAA football playoffs. And be sure to check out SpectrumNews1.com for all the matchups that are available. For my partner Chris Wallace, and especially our Spectrum News 1 crew battling the elements here tonight, this is Todd Bell saying so long tonight from historic Crew Stadium in Columbus. Liberty will play in its 4th ever state semifinal game next week as they knock off Pickerington North. So long, everybody.